Free School District. Will everyone please rise and recite the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I will now administer the oath of office to Ms. Donna Perez. Ms. Perez, please rise, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I, Donna Perez,
I, Donna Perez,
do so solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New York,
of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties
the duties
of the Office of Trustee
the Office of Trustee
of the Great Neck Union Free School District
of the Great Neck Union Free School District
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability. Thank you.
Dr. Bossert. Please raise your right hand and repeat after
For
me.
the 16th time,
I, Kenneth Bossert,
I, Kenneth Bossert,
do so solemnly swear
do so solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New
of
York,
the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the Office
of the Office
of Superintendent of
of
Schools
Superintendent of Schools
of the Great Neck Union Free School District
of the Great Neck Union Free School District
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Okay, we've come to the section where I will now call for nominations for Board President. Do I have a nomination for Board President?
I nominate Mr. Grant Tuck to be president for the upcoming school year.
I have a nomination for Grant Top. Are there any other nominations for Board President? Hearing no other nominations, I hereby close the nomination process and I'm going to call the matter to a vote. Grant Top has been nominated for Board President. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? A motion to elect Grant Top as Board President carries 5-0. Congratulations, Mr. Top. I will administer the oath. I, Grant Top,
I, Grant Tuck,
do so solemnly swear
do so solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the Office of President
the duties of the Office of the President
of the Board of Education of the Great Neck Union Free School District
of the Board of Education of the Great Neck Union Free School District
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You take over and then I will swear the oath for
Perfect.
everybody else.
From there, we go to the election of the and swearing in of the Board Vice President. At this time, I'd like to ask for nominations of the board for the Board Vice President.
I'd like to nominate Ms. Joanne Chan.
Do I have any other nominations for Vice President? Is there no other Vice Presidents, no other nominations for Vice President? I'm going to close the nomination process and call the matter to a vote. Joanne Chan has been nominated for Board Vice President. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? The vote passes 5-0. Congratulations, Joanne.
I, Joanne Chan,
I, Joanne Chan,
do so solemnly swear
do so solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New York,
of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the office
the office
of Vice President
of Vice President
of the Board of
of the
Education
Board of Education
of the Great Neck Union Free School District
of the Great Neck Union Free School District
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
And with that, we will move to the appointment and swearing in of the district clerk, Mrs. Van Malazzi. Ms. Malazzi, are you standing up there? You've been appointed by the Board of Education as district clerk for the 2025-2026 school year. Legal counsel.
Well, you gotta take a vote.
Oh.
You gotta pass the resolution first.
Oh, okay. Do I have a vote? Is there a vote in favor?
Is there a
Oh, is there a
motion?
motion? Oh, is there a motion in favor of Ms. Malazzi for district clerk?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The motion passes 5-0.
Thank you.
With that,
She's good, but she can't give herself.
More discussion regarding Ms. Malassi out of the.
Sure, but let's first have the swearing in.
Sure.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
Suzanne Malazzi,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the
of the
Constitution
United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of district clerk
of District Clerk
of the Great Neck Union Free School District
of the Great Neck Union Free School District
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability. Thank you.
Any discussion?
Thanks, Mr. Talk. I just wanted to thank Ms. Malassi for all of her work on behalf of the board and the district throughout the year. She's handled herself and the district with exceptional grace, and I thought it would be a good time to acknowledge that.
I thank you, Rebecca. Very kind of you. I appreciate it. I love working for all of you. Thank you for your faith in me.
Oh, it's been a privilege. You've done great work with
Thank
us.
you.
So thank you
Thank you
very
so
much,
much.
and looking forward to another fun-filled year.
As opposed to the assistant district clerk, which is troublemaker.
Speaking of which, we now get to swear in our assistant district clerk. Is there a motion to accept Ms. Kaniko Langell as assistant district clerk?
So moved.
Second? Oh, no, you said.
Yeah. Well, let's call to a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
The motion passes 5-0. Congratulations, Kaniko.
Please raise your right hand. I, Kaniko Langell,
I, Kaniko Langell,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the
of the
Constitution
United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New York,
of the State of New York,
and I will faithfully
and I will faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
as Assistant District Clerk
as Assistant District Clerk
for the Board of
for
Education
the Board of Education
of the Great Neck Union Free School District
of the Great Neck Union Free School District
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
And I'll simply say, Kaniko, you do great work too. It's really a testament to you both that we on the board actually get our work done. So I know it's your turn, but really for both of you, thank you both very, very much for all the work that you do and making our lives much easier.
They make us look good.
And with that, we will move to the district treasurer, Stacy Padone. Is there a motion to accept Stacy Padone as district treasurer?
So moved?
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The motion passes 5-0. Congratulations, Stacy.
I, Stacy Padone,
I, Stacy Padone,
do so solemnly swear
do so solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties
the duties
of the office
of the office
of
of
Treasurer
Treasurer
of the Great Neck Union Free School
of the
District
Great Neck Union Free School District
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
And with that, we will move to the Deputy Treasurer, Jennifer Durakis. Is there a motion to accept as Deputy Treasurer Jennifer Durakis?
So moved.
We don't need a second. Is it all in favor? Aye. The motion passes 5-0. Congratulations, Jennifer.
I, Jennifer Durakis,
I, Jennifer Durakis,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New York,
of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
that I will faithfully discharge
the duties
the duties
of the office
of the office
Deputy Treasurer
of Deputy Treasurer
of the Great Neck Union Free School District,
of the Great Neck Union Free School District
according to the best of my
according
ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. With that, we will move to item 5A, which is an approval of the consent agenda items 5B through 500. May I please have a motion to accept these items on consent?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
The motion passes 5-0. With that, may I have a motion to adjourn the reorganization part of this meeting and go right into the regular public action meeting?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The motion passes 5-0. We now open the regular meeting of the Great Neck Board of Education. And with that, we will move to agenda item 2A, the approval of minutes. May I have a motion to approve the minutes from the June 17 meeting?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
May I have all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0. Agenda item 3, communications. The Board of Education has received a communication regarding PPS procedures. So just to let the community know that. And with that, we will move to agenda item 4, which is the superintendent report, which I will turn over to Dr. Ken Buckner.
Thank you, Mr. Top. Appreciate just a moment to update the board and community. We had a very exciting closure to our school year filled with celebration of commencement. I think that anyone who attended any of our elementary moving up, our 8th grade moving up, or our high school village, north and south graduations, say that they were all beautiful. We were very fortunate to have just a wonderful gathering for each of our students as they enter the next phase and journey of their lives. And I have to tell you that the day we spent at Still Center was really kind of breathtaking. To watch so many families come together in celebration of our seniors was terrific. But perhaps the highlight of the school year was the village school graduation. It was very gratifying that the entirety of the board was able to be present to really watch our students present themselves so well. The student speakers at Village telling their stories and their journeys was really something I think that touched us all and something that we really will enjoy with them and their families. It was a beautiful day. This summer has a very busy schedule. Today began our summer school classes, our enrichment program, our recreation is ongoing. There'll be a tremendous amount of curriculum writing. Last week we had a group in of administrators and teachers working together with Dr. Holtzman and Ms. Hanratz, with Adele Bovard, an outside expert that we brought in to work with our team on continuing our journey through restorative practices, which was very well received, hearing a lot of great feedback on that. There's a good deal of continued professional development that will take place, curriculum writing that will take place, and we will continue our focus on news media literacy through Stony Brook University. And next week, Dr. Holtzman will be joining our team at Brandeis University in Boston to further our development of anti-hate and Holocaust remembrance curriculum. Unfortunately, the portion of that journey to Israel has been postponed, not canceled, so we're happy with postponed, but the team will still be working with Brandeis University on developing a curriculum that we hope sets the tone for our region. Great Neck once again leading the way in this important area. In addition to that, we have a tremendous amount of construction taking place across the district. I asked Mr. O'Keefe just to have a few highlights in front of him to take the board through just some of the bigger projects that we'll be trying to accomplish over the next several weeks.
Sure. Any summer is a time where all the minor renovations and in-house repairs are done, but along in that same time period is the time in the school year where the voter-approved capital projects are worked on. So if you recall, the voters just voted on some projects this past May. Those projects we will hope to get to next summer. The projects we're working on this summer, and there's 13 of them all together, totaling about $10 million, are projects that were approved the year before, and some of them even the year before that, because it does take upwards of a year or more, depending upon the engineering for state approval. The big highlight project for this year is finally the renovation of the North High Library, but there's also parking lots being done at North High, North Middle, at Clover, at Grace. There's HVAC improvements being done in different buildings. There's bathrooms being done at South Middle School. The athletic fields down by the softball field and multi-purpose field here on this campus are being redone. So definitely lots of things to go over with the board when we do our walkthroughs later in August.
Any questions from the board on any of my matters or Mr. O'Keefe's update?
Sounds like a busy summer.
It will be a very
Very
busy
busy
summer, and we do look forward to welcoming our students and faculty back to some wonderful new additions to our facility. Oh, I should mention that we will have an addition to our dais at our September meeting. Beginning this year, the State Education Department has required boards to adopt ex officio members, student members, liaisons to the board. They are not present for the summer, but beginning in September, we will be joined by board-appointed ex officio members from North and South High, and we are awaiting an appointee from Village School. And they will have a seat at the table, much like we design our meetings to have council and our deputy superintendent and district clerk on one side. We'll have our student members of the board on the other, and they will have rights and privileges as afforded them by New York State to speak about agenda items, ask questions about agenda items, and they will continue to bring forward reports from the buildings as they have been in the past. Great, a bit ahead of the curve in student involvement in board matters, but now we will have official ex officio members.
Maybe we'll keep them all one table with us. Is that, if that's possible?
We will do our very best.
Perfect. Sorry, good.
And that concludes my report for this evening, as we are trying to beat Middle Country's time.
With that, we'll move to agenda item 5A, which are donations and scholarships and awards and monetary donations. May I have a motion to accept agenda items 5A and B, the donations?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
The motion passes 5-0. Agenda item 5C, the extension for the superintendent's contract. May I have a motion to accept agenda item 5C?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Welcome back.
I didn't know he left.
Got it for one more year. All in favor?
Aye.
The motion passes 5-0.
Thank you very much for your continued support. We appreciate that.
With that, we move on to agenda item 6A, which is the approval of the consent agenda items, I guess 7B through 9. That might be a typo.
No, that is me. I apologize. It's 7A, approval of consent agenda items 7B to 9J.
Okay, thank you. May I have a motion to accept agenda item 7A?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
6A.
How is it?
Yeah, it should be.
6A.
So 6B through 9.
But it's 6B through 9.
6B through 9.
Yes, okay, that makes more
Sorry.
sense to me. No, that's fine.
6B. And then 10 is
So-
open time.
So let me just rephrase it, please. We're on agenda item 6A, which is the approval of the consent agenda items 6B through 9.
Right.
May I have a motion to accept agenda item 6A?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 The motion passes 5-0. With that, we will move to the next agenda item, which is open time.
Can I do, I apologize, may I make an announcement for the?
Sure.
As part of the personnel agenda tonight, the board took action to appoint a new building athletic director at North High School. Joining the Great Neck School community will be Mr. Jamie Sanfilippo. I believe Jamie is with us tonight. Jamie?
Hello, everybody.
We look forward to working with you, Jamie. Thanks for
Thank
being here.
Welcome aboard, good luck.
Oh my goodness.
Now he's got to win some games. And with that, we will move to open time. At this time, if you filled out a yellow card and handed it to our district clerk, Susan Laza, I will ask that you come to the podium when your name is called. Please note you'll have 3 minutes to speak, and comments regarding individual personnel or students will not be entertained. As of now, I have one, Mr. Kevin Q.
I'll have for Kevin.
I'm so excited to be here. You know, I should be relaxing for the summer.
And you're with us.
Yeah. So, when do I know when my 30 seconds up?
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
I don't have the timer. Everything's at Baker.
Okay,
so we're
all
good.
right.
I can time it.
I'll do
No, it should be under 3 minutes.
Okay.
Alright, good evening members of the Board of Education. My name is Kevin Q, and I'm a rising junior at Great Neck South High School. Firstly, I want to thank the Board of Education, teachers, and faculty for a successful end to 2024-2025 school year. Throughout this month, I admire the level of professionalism demonstrated by administration, central administration, and Board of Education, and I really do appreciate that level of professionalism. I'm here today because I recently filled out the feedback survey from the superintendent about the bell-to-bell cell phone ban. I've spoken with friends and people in the community, and most of them were very disappointed and disheartened about the cell phone ban. First, I want to inquire about Governor Hochul's plan to spend $13.5 million on enforcing this new law. If this affects Great Neck, how would that funding be utilized in our school district? Will we be implementing magnetic pouches like other school districts? If this is the case, the logistical implications, particularly our 2:33 p.m. dismissal bell, requires consideration. If hundreds of students are required to line up to unlock their pouches, there is a huge risk of hall congestions and delays. This is particularly problematic for bus-taking students who may only have a few minutes to catch their ride home, potentially causing them to miss their ride home. With that being said, I just want to make it clear, I'm not entirely against the idea of a cell phone ban. As a counselor at a summer camp at Roslyn, I've seen the positive impact of a no cell phone policy for both staff and campers. I see that this leads to improved focus and stronger relationships, and I believe that this district may benefit similarly. So while I understand the intent and the potential benefits, especially for someone like me who wants more social interaction and telling my friends, get off your phone, stop doom scrolling Instagram. I believe that any implementation needs to be thoughtful, considering that Governor Hochul's bills allows flexibility within various school districts. I respectfully ask the Board of Education to continue to include student voice. I really like the feedback survey. I really love that. I hope you continue doing that.
Thank you.
And consider students' experiences and also consider day-to-day operations and I'll greatly appreciate if that's being adjusted accordingly. Thank you.
Thank you.
May I provide an update to the board on this topic?
Sure.
Kevin, thank you for raising the issue. A good portion of the work that will be conducted over the summer is to prepare for the governor's ban, and I appreciate that you're referring to it as the governor's ban. This is a law of New York State that it must be a bell-to-bell, cell phone-free environment within our schools. Some of the logistics and details of the ban are still being worked out at the state level. And it would be premature for me to tell you what the Great Neck plan is while I await some additional clarification on the guidance from the state. That being said, I hear and understand some of the logistic complications that you articulated well about the yonder pouches. I share your concerns about that particular methodology. So I will share with you that while we go through the requirements, we are considering the day-to-day impact it will have on our students. I feel comfortable telling you and the community and the board that we will comply with the ban. We will not operate our schools in violation of New York State law, but we will do so in a manner in which is in concert with what our stakeholders have shared with us and what we feel will be most beneficial to our students.
And will we receive information on how the cell phone ban before school starts?
Absolutely, and that's a requirement, and you will hear that directly from my office.
Thank
And
you.
I thank the nearly 2,000 participants in our thought exchange. We heard from a good cross-section of our stakeholder groups. We heard from students, thank you. We heard from parents, we heard from staff, we heard from the administration. So now we need to cull that data together, work with our stakeholder groups to come up with a plan that we feel best meets the needs of our district and our students. Work to be done.
Thank you. And with that, we move to board discussion. Is there any board discussion?
As outgoing or outgone Vice President, I would just like to thank everyone in this room and everyone that has worked to make this a successful year for the Great Neck Public Schools. There were a lot of changes and everybody got through them, and we look forward to another wonderful year coming. Thank you.
Well, with that, we can move to the last item, which is adjournment. The next regular meeting is Thursday, August 28th, back here at Phipps. August 28th. August 28th at Phipps at 7 o'clock. May I have a motion to adjourn tonight's regular meeting?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The motion passes 5-0.
What do we got?